drop, when I drop, the shorty, she support ride, lifting up. Never not on my grind. New York City time. Another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winner's side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field, hit the win. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my hit is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through.
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. It's a short kick, taken at the 15. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it out past the 30.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other, that control the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. So from Seahawk territory now, it's first and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. Now on second and 13, Garoppolo completes it to the tight end Kittle. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, they have to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles, and in a sense, become his own blocker. We don't have that guy in the game right now.
The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. From the 5-yard line, will this opening drive yield 6? This is third and goal. Now Garoppolo. And he will find his receiver, Pettis, for a 49ers touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown catch, and they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 22. From the shotgun, Wilson. He completes it to Wilson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 15, 1st down Seahawks. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 45-yard line.
1st down, Seahawks.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
14.
On 1st down, Wilson. Forced out to his left. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson being chased out left. Oh, he just needed to throw it away, but instead, out of bounds he goes, and that's a sack. It's a loss of 10 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Right there, 56. You don't know no better.
Wilson dancing to his left. This complete to Lockett. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They get 17 on that one. Move the chains. 1st down Seahawks. Now Wilson on 1st down. Buying time to his left. Wilson's got it complete. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
The quick slant caught. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And look at this, for the 2nd straight play, the 49er defense drops him for a loss. On 3rd down, it's Carson. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. A 3-yard touchdown run as they are now on the board here in the 1st half. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's home.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Now this throw caught left side. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the 1st half. All knotted up at 7.
Here we go.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this 1st half of play from our studios in Orlando. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it a second down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Looking for Pettis, but that's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where is he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Wilson going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far. Now it's Carson. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Carson, who was a 1,000-yard rusher a season ago, has picked up the pace this year after a slow start. 3 straight 100-yard games. Most recently, Week 6, 124 yards, and the game-winning score in the 4-point win over Cleveland on the road. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends.
Let's go, G.
They'll try to run with Carson. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time.
Mike 56, Mike 56.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. He almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. A field goal would break the tie, but look at this. Instead, they're going to go for it on 4th and goal. They run for it with Carson. And he'll be brought down at about the 4. He didn't get in, nowhere close. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And that will force a turnover on downs. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
Man open, it's Goodwin. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece. 7-7 our score. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to see.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. They run it with Carson. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
Mike 54. Hey, I'm coming. Check. Do.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Well, that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their defense did its job, yielding no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. Garoppolo after the fake give to Breida. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 1st down San Francisco, the pickup 14 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Garoppolo looks to throw. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. Touchdown, 49ers! Dante Pettis, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the 49ers have now taken the lead.
I know we often laugh and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run. Here's Wilson to throw. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag is down. This could possibly be a push-off. Looked like some hands both ways. They got it on the offense.
And sometimes there's a fine line between being the receiver and the DB, and he knocked that one away. Might have caused an incompletion that could have been an interception.
Now Wilson steps away to his left. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Getting the sack to 227-pound linebacker Quan Alexander. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. On 3rd down, Wilson. And that will be incomplete. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. Flushed out right. And he's got Lockett. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. Forced out to his left. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now Wilson. They'll roll him. Oh, no, he lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. He's at the 50. He's at the 40. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
I know one thing. The team that had the ball and was driving, they're going to feel horrible. But the team that was on defense, I think we got to give them a little bit of credit, able to hang in there and force a key turnover.
In the red zone, though, had a chance to tie it and an opportunity missed. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Michael Kendricks coming in to drop him. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
61, matchbox, lights.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. And he will find his man on the outside. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
But now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. To throw is Garoppolo. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now it's Wilson. Flush to his right. And that's going to be incomplete. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
1st down, Seattle, 16 yards, the gain there.
I got you. I got you.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Being chased out left. He's got a man, complete. Give him 32 yards as we inch our way to the 2-minute warning. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Dance, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. D Ford in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. David Moore 45 yards, as they can now tie the game with the extra point here in the final 2 minutes.
The receivers have been running them ragged, maybe some tired legs in the secondary, maybe some tired legs in the pass rush. Didn't get to him, and look what resulted. A touchdown, tie game. They've got a chance to take the lead.
A very important extra point there, up and good. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. They find some open field here. He's at the 30, 20, 10, 5. And he's going to take it all the way into the end zone. What a return, and they've taken the lead.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking, there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now, on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
The Seahawks take over first and 10.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late-game situation.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. D4 in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. He'll look to throw.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his leg.
A crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the...
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. A gain of 13. It's a first down. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. So the victory here for San Francisco, and it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises, really both sides did, but they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all